Hey guys, it's Rabbit Roo here, and we're continuing here live on Twitch and on YouTube with our series Flash versus the World. So we know him, many people love him, it's awesome to have him back. I've been covering a whole huge series of the ladder games that he's been playing since he returned a week or so ago. And today he's playing in his normal Terran. He's been mixing it up. He's been playing a lot of Zerg. But he's playing Terran here against Shiny, who is a bit of a villain. Somebody who people are not a fan of. He smurfs a lot, plays a lot of pretty cheesy type style. But he's certainly going to be put to the test against the world's best ever player of this game. Although he's probably not in the best form as of yet, because it's going to take him a while to get back there. But here we go. So it's Flash versus Shiny on Polypoid. So looking forward to getting into this. So it's a new style, right? You haven't seen me around maybe on YouTube for a little while. I took a bit of a break, and I decided if I come back, I just want to do things a little bit differently. So it's not just me recording singular or batch recordings when I have the opportunity. I'll go live, I'll put the webcam on, you can see me, you can come hang out with me live, obviously if it works for you in terms of your time zone, and we're going to do some games of fun players. So obviously the hype and the interest in the world of Broodwar is going to be around the return of Flash, and so here he is, and he has actually gone commands, no he hasn't, I'm talking crap. So he's doing this Polypoid spawn specific double depot racks wall, and Shiny seems to just be going with a regular 12 hatch, which is a very common open in this particular match. So scouted now by Flash, off he goes, gonna come and have a look. Pretty early gas, pool on the way. So this probably, just based on the way it's presenting, is gonna be a muta open, but we'll see on the layer timings and all the regular things how exactly things do pan out. Yeah, thank you, man. My friend and follower Kinetic, always making me feel more special than I deserve to feel. Thanks for tuning in, friend. We are live streaming some Flash games. I've been going for a while. He's been playing a lot of Zerg. He's not as good as you are, but but he's in this game in particular, he's playing Terran, and he's playing against Shiny or Shine, however you want to call him, on Polypoid. Zerg Flash is, yeah. I mean, if you check out the VOD, there's heaps. But here, in this game, he's Terran Flash, but he has played a lot of games as Zerg, and his style. I'll link you to some of the games. His style of Zerg is very interesting. He's going 3 hatch before gas. Sorry, 3 hatch before pool. And then he is going pool, gas, and then he's going lair in a hidden base, usually adjacent to where his opponent spawns, right? And then he's building his tech, which is a Hydra Den, and the lair at the hidden base. So when the Terran scans the main and the natural, he doesn't know the tech path. And then he goes lurkers, and he skips spire altogether, and he just makes hive at 7 minutes. So it is a very, very wacky strat, but he's played doing it twice and he's won twice. So he obviously knows something we don't. Shiny being Shiny though is playing a more conventional style, and Flash has just decided to pressure with some Marines and got some pretty decent damage. I reckon he got probably 1 or 2 drones. He got 4 lings, going to force out some more lings. So that's certainly going to push him into a decent economic position for sure. So it's 1 Rax, it's a gas. It is now the second depot that completes this little wall. It's very handy, very snug for Terran to get the spawn on this map. And here should be coming in our academy. Okay, so it just looks like a standard bio type style. Here comes the eBay. So he's expecting mutas. Here comes the second gas. So it looks like it's going to be mutas. There comes our spire. So pretty standard stuff from Shiny. And actually 2 racks of CAD. pretty standard stuff from Flash as well. So we'll just see if he's going to do the standard FD. We had a game earlier where the Terran went Volk. The Volk build is always fun to watch because it tricks you as a caster. You think, oh, it's going to be mech. And then you're like, well, it's going to be 1-1-1. And then it's kind of none of the above. But anyway, keeps you on your toes, which is always fun. Hope everyone's enjoying the music. I am just doing a more chilled out stream. I think one of the reasons why I took a break from it was I was just taking it too seriously. And this is just way more fun to do. Just hang out on stream, see who's commenting, see who's coming to say hi, and, you know, just enjoying it for a few hours. And then we'll upload them to YouTube when we feel like it. You know, one of the reasons why we're live streaming on both platforms is because it's already on YouTube. It's just the raw, uncut VOD. And I'll dice these up and upload them as I go for specific matches that were pretty good. But the beautiful thing about quell.gg is as players build their replay packs, you are able to just download them and present them. So it really, really is cool. Oh, thanks, Arcane. I appreciate you, mate. And some mooders are here. Mooders. Alright, so our turret placement is pretty good. I don't see him getting too much damage done. Our academy upgrades are on the way. Our first upgrades from our eBay is on the way. And our Zerg is taking this far corner base because it is the farthest distance that the Terran would have to challenge to or travel to harass it. And of course, you're going to get an early warning as Terran or as Zerg if you have your overlords in place. Doing some decent damage here. It's kind of difficult to get your Marines into position. They kind of get stuck and trip over each other, especially if they're Autosis Marines. I mean, these admittedly are Flash's Marines, but it's still a difficult spot to get in amongst your freaking workers to shoot them down. So the harassment is good. He is picking off a few turrets and is getting some pressure done. Stems up, does push these Marines away. Nicely held. I don't think he's going to do anything from this angle, but he's choosing the front and choosing the corners, which I think are the two spots on this map where you can get things done. I forgot to load up on my water bottle before this stream, this particular game started. I think I might do that for the next one. His meter harassment is very good, I must say. As much as Shiny might not be everybody's favorite player, his meter play is really solid. He is, however, on 23 drones, and if he doesn't transition quite soon, I start to have some concerns about where he's going. He's killed all the turrets that are defending the barracks, though, which is handy dandy. But he's also potentially moving into all-in land here very, very soon. Getting 4, 5, wow, 5 SCVs from that harassment. Killed a lot of Marines. Probably getting really, really annoying. Problem is, with all this happening, Terran's progressing with their build. Zerg is not. Zerg is literally just Lair Spire. They don't even have a Hydra Den. Lurker aspect's not even on the way. It's very, 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 very all in. Okay, so you've made 2 drones. Okay, so this has been, you've had this base for ages, Mr. Zerg, but you haven't saturated it. So you've got yourself a Hydra Den now, you've got yourself a Queen's Nest. Okay, so he's going to now go, he's going to skip Lurker. Is this also known as Crazy Zerg? I think I've heard the term Crazy Zerg used. My understanding of that is you go Mutas and you skip Lurker and go straight into Hive. You know, Defilers, Lings, that sort of thing, Ultras. So perhaps that's my understanding of Crazy Zerg. But nonetheless, we see a Queen's Nest. So We should see the hive. There we go. Okay, so that was pretty crispy timing, wasn't it? Click, click, click. Beautifully done. So he does just go mass mutas until the vessels are out, and then he's got hive tech. But Vulks have arrived. I told you Vulks were a thing. Even Flash has found the Vulks. So he hasn't gone science vessels. I think probably just because of the sheer volume of mutas. And this is actually going to work really nicely for Flash. However, he's out of position with his units, which means that there could be some serious counter harassment here. He's going to chew through these turrets. He's probably got the Carapace upgrade. Yes, he does. So let's see how we go. So kind of caught in no man's land here. There are 3 Vulks. A lot of bio pulls away. Where is Flash going to go pressure? That's the big question. Still only 28 drones. Lurker Aspect has come in now. So he starts Lurker Aspect after he gets his hive. But has not stopped with a very muta heavy strategy. And Terran is starting to scale really well. Zerg on the other hand, not so much. 3 bases. 1, 2, 3 hatches. It's basically 3 hatches. We've got drones that are there that are not working. I think Zerg is going to start to struggle very, very soon, if not already. There's not even a surround or a big flank that can happen here. Okay, so he picks up a couple of vultures for free. That's nice. Dead Overlord, painful. So it does have some lurkers up here, and I think this is just the rally on this hatch, so he needs to get these boys mining. Oh no, split! You gotta split! He gets the vessel, but how many? 1, 2, 3, ooh, maybe even 4 mutas on that irradiate. That was pretty good trade. Pretty good trade indeed. Floating a science vessel. Looks like Flash is now teeing up a press of this natural. Now look, this natural looks pretty hard to break. That's a ton of lurkers. That's sunkens. I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe it's just a soft contain there to block reinforcements, because then he can pressure this base. He does have to come up a ramp with 3 lurkers there, but I think understanding that this could well be a problem. Is he gone double hatch? He has. He's added 2 more hatcheries. And to be fair, he did add about 10 to 12 more drones. And now he wants to try and break this position. Flash expanding behind this soft contain. He's got a 3rd here, going up to a 4th. If you're shiny, you are now absolutely 100% on a clock. You've got very, very short period of time before you need your own 4th base. Before things are very, very problematic for you. So it does fly around with his mutas. He has kept his mutas alive all game, which I must say is credit to Zerg. That's good, because it's always good to pick off straggling groups of... Because the way that the pathing works in this stupid game is that the units always run ahead, like this. Medic, why are you running ahead? Gives you a chance to pick off some free units. Nice double irradiate that he kind of just ran into there. And once again, it's probably going to get... He didn't get as many there. A little bit unlucky. Probably deserved 1 or 2 more. Does get the vessel, does run away. Does get some vultures up here though, does Flash, so this is going to be very, very annoying. Defilers pop out of this Nidus and nothing else. And these vultures are just getting so many kills. 3 for you, sir. And 2 for you. That's 6 drones in what has been a pretty low econ style all along. It does get some lurker reinforcements in here, but they got heaps of kills. More drones coming in here. They're just walking through the front door. So they managed to break this lurker wall here. And that was more than good enough to get some serious damage here. So a very, very patient game from Flash. Guess these vultures are going to be tidied up, but damn did they not cause some damage. Just pulled all his drones to the gas. I just think to make sure that these vultures were finally tidied up. And here comes the big blue death ball of Terran. And there's just nothing stopping him from getting up the ramp. Now he repositions his lurkers, but they could get irradiated. So there's one. And these mines are going to do this. Scourge kills the science vessel. That was pretty good. And I suppose the mines there, a little bit friendly fire, counterproductive. Plenty more coming out of the Nidus to reinforce. And there's just going to be mines tripped. And here we go. Although these bio is going to easily deal with these lings. What's our upgrades now? 1-1. 2-1 should be on the way. And we're getting vehicle weapons. Does that mean we're getting more tanks? Well, yes. We're doing a full mech switch here, girls and boys. Out of nowhere. We just go full mech switch. We've got barracks floating everywhere. And we've just got units floating galore. Look at this. These barracks are now the new observers in the game. Okay, so defilers have come in to make it hard to break. But if you flash, you don't really have to break here. You just have to contain. He's expanding everywhere behind this. And eventually Zerg's going to have to come to him and just not going to have enough to be able to break anything. Mines. It's a funny thing about mines. You trip 1, you trip 12. There's no like, I only need to blow up 3 to kill all these links. Nope, we'll just all explode on each other. It's all good. Fun times, man. This is like Snow-esque. We've got so much money, we'll just go mass starport and make wraiths or something. Because we can. Because we can. And what is he making? He's making wraiths, tanks. He's getting cloak. Now he's just having nice trolling. Nice trolling. He's just like, I'm so much better than this guy. I can just have some fun. Wait for a real opponent next time. Yeah, maybe he's freeing up supply. That's my theory. Because here come the wraiths. It's so fun. In full force. Wraithman does whatever a Wraithman can. That's beautiful. Beautifully done. Well, we killed the barracks. That's helpful. Here come all the tanks. Now he's going to try and break this position, and he's going to try and hold this position with Hydras. That's going to be the end of your mutas, friend. He's not shown the Wraiths yet. The Wraiths are the best kept secret in this game so far. Where are your Wraiths hiding is what I want to know, Flash. Oh, here they come. There you go. Here come the Wraiths. Wraiths against Hydras, they're not going to do much, are they? But he's going to try and take these down with tanks first. Oh, he's cloaking. Okay, no base here. He's going to kill the queens with the Wraiths. Oh no! This was his plan to get rid of all the tanks! Just listen to this. I'm definitely going to clip that. That is going to be... Yeah, I will find that in the VOD and make a short out of that. That was the demise of the queens. So sad. Oh my god. Oh. Too funny. Dead Defiler. Another Dead Defiler. Did you hear the amount of queens that died there? Oh no. He's getting his revenge on his Wraith brethren. I don't think you have enough to break here. Maybe you do. But there's plenty of spares coming up. $160 plays $123. Got heaps of bases. Life is good. Trying to take another base here. And he did rebuild his queen fleet so that he can try and, I guess, spawn broodings out of these 12 or so tanks. Science vessel spots that there is a base trying to come up here, so I reckon... Oh, there's even more tanks over here. Wow, okay. So Flash could very well pick a spot to try and pressure the Zerg. He's maxed out now, so he's got to keep attacking and trading. He can reinforce almost unlimited at this stage. I love games of the mech switch, I really do. Mid-game mech switch, there were Volks, there was everything. It was almost everything that can be done was done in this game. It's fantastic. Nice Dark Swarm, but tanks don't care that much. Lots and lots of dead Hydras. It's not going to get this base up. It's going to have a tough time getting this base up if he moves his tanks across, which I think is what he's about to do. Oh! We did get a spawn broodling off. Here we go. And now we're out of energy. Dang. Now the question is going to be how long. So he's trying to break up here. And he's not succeeding. And he's about to get smashed over here. So he gets broken. GG! Nice game from Flash. Just absolutely outclassed him from beginning to end. There was a period though, I think, in the early game where the mutas did some serious damage. But I think he got stuck on muta harassment for just too long. And didn't transition and drone up fast enough, which just gave Flash the opportunity to scale and get too strong. And so that was the end of it. For those watching this on YouTube, I have a little surprise for you. This is going to be a sneaky twofer. These two played each other again on the same day. So we can just hop quickly into that game. Let's go. Alright, more Shine versus Flash. This time we're on Fighting Spirit. Flash spawning in the top right, playing red Terran. And he's playing against Shine. So I think just outclassed wholly and solely in that previous game. And yeah, he has an opportunity on the same day, probably the same ladder session, to try and get some redemption. It'll be interesting to see. Certainly some spots in that previous game where some damage was done. In the early game, Flash got up, killed a few drones. I do think the muta harassment from Shine was really good. But unfortunately, I think he just transitioned into his late game strat too late. And Flash was able to scale. So, what is he going to learn from this game? That is the question. I am curious to see what he's going to do. By the way, hello. If you've never seen my face and you know my voice, I'm Rabbit Roo. This is the face behind the voice. We are streaming here live on Twitch. This is part 2 of this video that I'm going to put out on YouTube. If you are watching it on YouTube, cool. Thank you. But we'll be live streaming our casts going forward. Not going to be recording content specifically for a video. Would rather just dice up the VODs. And if you ever do want to watch the full stream, they will be available on the YouTube channel, right? So you can come hang out with me live, like a couple of people have done today, which has been really nice. Or you can watch these on demand as and when you would like to. It's entirely up to you. All right, so the barracks is on the way. Very, very standard opening from Terran. The 12 hatch has just been dropped by Shine. So both players sticking with the same opening they used in the previous game. We always keep an eye on... See, Flash didn't make a low ground Rex or anything like that because there isn't a specific kind of wall that can be achieved here. So his scouting probe does get in, does see the 12 hatch. So it's now just going to be a case of when he makes his commands. And you can see it's probably going to be a 15cc. He does have a SCV on the way. So let's see when it is. There we go. So it's a 15cc, absolutely perfect. He feels no pressure incoming because his Zerg opponent doesn't even have a spawning pool at this stage of the game. All right, so I think the theme of today, we've been going for 3 hours or just over 3 hours. And we've streamed Flash replays exclusively. Is the returning Flash is two things. Number one, he's really enjoying playing Zerg. He's doing it in a very, very econ aggressive fashion. His win rate for Zerg was 100% today. He did not lose a game playing Zerg, which was incredible. His Terran is still a little bit rusty against the very, very best Protosses in the world. His Terran is looking very, very sharp against the good Zergs. But our sample size is a bit small to honestly gauge that accurately. So we'll keep going through this replay pack and we'll keep growing this replay pack. And we're going to try and get on stream at least once a week to build these replays. Obviously, if you don't watch them live, there is going to be a lag between when you're watching them and when, you know, this was fresh. So that is probably another reason to sort of get involved. I'll try and do a little bit more time zone friendly. I started later today than what I ideally wanted to do. It's very, very late, sort of if you're looking at Eastern Central Time. It's probably like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning at this stage, which is too late. I wanted to get started a few hours earlier, but I'm working, and therefore I have to try and factor that in as top priority, of course. So what are we doing? Are we doing Lair? Are we doing Spire? Looks like a standard open from our Zerg, getting our depot in play. No bunker yet. Trying to just delay that as long as have to. Just a Zergling here, probably for scouting purposes. Not really expecting to do any damage. By the way, I'm really liking this music. It's like just super rhythmic, super chill. Some copyright-free tunes playing in the background. Just really a nice change from the Starcraft music that just becomes super monotonic and you just get so dang used to it, right? So enjoying just throwing in a little bit of variety into how we're doing things. And yeah, we're doing an academy build. It's a 2 racks of CAD start from Flash. A whole heap of lings all of a sudden coming into the equation here. Just spotting perhaps that there's no bunker. I still don't think he's got enough though. This is just a really bad idea. This is going to be so easily held. And he pulls away, but that was just very, very wasteful. And may well now give Flash a timing, right? So Flash knows he's got some fire bats. He's getting his eBay in play. He may push out before the mutas even arrive. Here come more lings. Oh my god, is this a ling all in? What is Shiny doing? Now Shiny is known for being a cheesy player. He does abuse lower level players on the ladder a lot by smurfing, playing at a much lower MMR than what he really is. But I don't think you can do that against players that are better than you. It's kind of counterproductive to the logic. Okay, so this is definitely lings. He scans, sees the spire. Should also see the drone count is just pretty low. And there's no third. I think that's probably what he would be looking to confirm. So this is building up to one giant Ling all in. And I don't know how far he's going to get with this little strategy. Does build a hatch down here. Spire's nearly done. There comes the spire. He is making mutas, so it's going to be a an all-in where you basically throw a whole heap of lings in at the same time as the mutas hit. So then it's a case of being overwhelmed because you can't shoot two things at once, right? So that's, I think, what this game is building up to. He stopped making Marines because he wants to make starports. Okay, so this is your bog standard SK Terran, which is science vessel marine medic. Here come all our mutas. Chinese muta harassment is good. There's no doubt about that. There's one turret here. You could probably get some damage done. But it doesn't look like that's all he's trying to do. I'm just zooming out because I don't want to miss when the Zerglings move, if that's part of the big plan, right? It's to get the Marines up here so that there's nothing protecting the bunker, and then it's just to try and snipe the bunker and then attack everything at once. So this is absolutely all in, you could say. Because I don't see how he transitions out of this. He's done some good damage though. He's killed at least 4 SCVs, maybe 5. Just find myself wondering, what is he going to do with these lings? They're going to not scale well. They're going to be useless to him later. But just yet again, Shiny and his muta harassment certainly griefing Flash, making this really, really tricky for him. I don't know why you would scan your, I suppose just to make it easier to shoot, right? Yeah, okay, makes sense. Alright, so he's got some good damage down there. He is ahead in supply and ahead in drones. So he has once again gone crazy Zerg by getting a very, very quick hive. Just makes heaps and heaps and heaps of mutas only. And looks like he's going to just check that Flash hasn't tried to expand anywhere. Meanwhile, Flash has just gone wraiths. He's getting cloak with one of these 3 starports. So he's gone 3 port marine wraith. This is so this is so cool. Like, you just don't see this. All right, so some more harassment here. Down to 29 SCVs, 28 SCVs. Gets himself a whole heap of Marines. He's been hiding, though, these wraiths the whole time. I don't know what he feels critical mass is going to be, but I do feel like this is going to be a big surprise. Shiny has not flown into the main to confirm what Flash's plan is behind this, and he may well end up regretting that. So here we go. Here comes the wraiths, the Marines, the medics, the firebats. And what does he have to defend this? He's got sunken, another sunken, couple of hydras, not even lurkers yet. Not even lurker aspect completed yet. I think he's just going to lose to a timing here. So he gets the... He does cloak up. He's going to kill the Overlord. There we go. So he doesn't have detection here. All of these mutas are going to go down. It's going to take down the sunken. Lurker aspect hasn't come up in time either. What a wacky response from Flash. It came from a position where he was really looking like he was under pressure to one where he is just absolutely smashing him. That's the end of that. So a little impromptu 2-game series between Flash and Shine. I do have some more games of theirs that I will cast in the not too distant future. But if you're enjoying this Flash Meets the World series, you should subscribe. There's tons more to come. come hang out with me on Twitch or on YouTube. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you do get a go live notification. So that is one reason to subscribe, so you'll know where I'm live. But that's going to be it for today's game between these two. Until next time, I'll see you soon.